Alqubit, IT, as an expression of art. Alqubit, IT, as an expression of art.
Hello world. For the second time today, I'm online and ready to go. After 16 hours, I have been preparing very hardly. I rest a little bit for a couple of hours. I woke up this morning in 1 AM in order to prepare for the other, and I have been able to prepare for the 7 o'clock. I went online I think for 8 o'clock, and it's been great production. I am very happy. Let me see if I'm the second video that I'm producing in 4K H.264. Today I have a gift for the community. I'm really excited. I hope to be able to deliver as I want. It is full of value about ATEM Mini Pro Extreme, the video levels that I have done the research and what I have been improving, the integration with OBS, how I am delivering with very limited upstream networking, but I'm at the limit. I'm looking here about my caching, networking performance and everything, and really hope to do it. This live production is kind of turning point. I don't know if I will be able to continue to produce the same time, the same way. I have for the last 2 years really invested everything I could possibly can, humanly and unhumanly, in the developing all my skills and capability to live production and the production by itself. And it's been a great journey with DaVinci Resolve, with everything. It's been layers and layers of vertical logarithmic development. At certain point, after I have hit massively against the wall, I had to do all my best to overcome a lot of missing information, a lot of misinformations, a lot of integration of knowledge, and being able to deliver in the last 6 years had been something tremendous, like never before in my whole existence. And I am at a turning point. I will need to reduce my live production somehow. I will continue with the same quality, but with reduced capability. Unfortunately, this is life. I'm an adult. I'm living on my own of the age of 14 years old. Now I'm 56. So all this time I'm being an adult that I have taken all my responsibility for actions of what is happening in my life. So let's deliver this value, and after that we will be talking about other things. I have published it on my beautiful, let me access to the super source and enter in my profile on LinkedIn. I have published it on Facebook, on ATEM Mini group and everything, all my researches, and really great. I'm absolutely beyond proud about those deliveries, those findings, and everything that I've been able to produce about ATEM Mini audio optimization, video signals optimization, inputs optimization, direct input on 1 and 2 on extreme and 1 on pro, super audio optimization given certain peculiarities and limitation about the audio production. I have started since October, November 2024, and I have increasingly better and better done about this those thematics, and I have done, and it's not exaggeration, an exceptional work of research and engineering approach. So the other day, when 2 days ago, I have published my super test about the current live streaming that I am using it, and it is fluctuating, but it's in green. Let's hope that it's going forward, because if it crashes, I will need to restart immediately in 1080p with ATEM Mini. And I have done the research with multiple outputs of the ATEM Extreme. Output 1 HDMI, output 2 HDMI, output USB 1 or 2, nothing changes. With the USB version 2 compatible webcam, and how to use Optimize in order to integrate it with the absolutely the best optimized end-to-end signal in order to obtain consistency. And I'm absolutely joyful to see my colors are consistent without exclusion everywhere on all the platforms. This monitor, what I'm seeing in into the OBS, it is the same color. And now we explain. It will be possibly long video. I have no idea what I would be able to do in 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. Who cares? But this is my epic point of my content delivery, and I will after that concentrate only on technological kind of exposure with only one camera of the content with ATEM Mini Pro, and the same quality. And after that, if God has decided to restart the business and everything further, I will be more than happy. So let's go forward. I have integrated. Let me put the 3 output that I had inside the Intensity Pro. I have my content creation server is HP DL380 G9. I have overboosted it. I paid it years ago. He has been delivering great value as a crazy without end since I've got it. I have other 5 HP enterprise servers. They are G8, and I could eventually use it for live production like crazy with intensity or with some NVIDIA, but I don't need. I have absolutely overabundance of computational power. Intensity Pro, HDMI mode, I have set it in auto because I have had some fine tuning. I have all my cables are 15 meters, and with the splitter is the only thing that is struggling. It is reducing the quality of the signal. It is transforming with long cable, transforming it in RGB 8 bits, or with long cable or with short cable. It is perfect. I'm having here the signal still inside Ultimate without now the signal is better than today because Ultimate is not involved in it. Is just to make the show go on. and it is perfect signal, 1080p, 25 frames per second. My monitor, the field monitor, has an option when you need it to use it as a pass-through. To read the camera values, at least I have Viltrox X 2DC, whatever it is, and it has the option because otherwise, before I was struggling that it was setting different frequency, frames per second. For example, I have the signal from the ATEM at 25, it transforming it at 50 by default. So if I cannot show you unfortunately here, if I set the camera source, it reads edit information, is adjust the input in the output as well of the pass-through at the same frame per second. And today I have signal end-to-end that is perfect. Everywhere is perfect. There is no conversions, there is no transcoding. I'm receiving it where I can, without breaking, let's not touch but it because if it is crashes. But this is the signal, limited. See what is happening. If I set it in full, this is the result, because the signal out of the ATEM Mini is not full, it is limited. And now it's milky, it is boosting, it is distorting the colors and everything. You need to set limited. The same if you use, as I will show off another thing, the Elgato that is working, Elgato Cam Link 4K, that is the little thing USB 3 that supports 4K 30 frames per second, and in 4K 30 frames per second it is starting to work in JPEG to compress the signal. Instead, if you use it at 1080p with 25 frames per second, it uses how it's called in English, UE2 signal. Let's see here. I'm not showing, sorry. Let's see here. Apologize. You see, UE2 is a signal at 8-bit but 422. If you use NV12, it is 8-bit but 420. This is, you cannot change. And I want to do at least for the 422 end-to-end, I am able. It is transcoding, converting good. If you use this, for example, to super optimize, you are working at the edge of your system limits. You need to set NV12 in case of those more advanced capture cards. Captured NV12 8-bit 420, and after that you are going here inside this setting here. It will not give me the option. There is an option NV12. You are streaming your uncompressed signal end-to-end without any conversion. Your system is happy. the signal, the transcoding is absolutely stable, and you deliver your live production like crazy. And I have said those, as I explained it in another video, maybe yesterday, maybe today, I'm already NVH264. I'm upscaling, and there are a couple of places that you need to set it. Here is one. The streaming is another. And there are a few places, 2 or 3 places. But once it's set, it is the killer. I have perfect color, perfect signal, perfect delivery. You see, those 3 lags here are only because at the beginning when it starts it's struggling a little bit. I have absolutely 0 suppressed frames or issues of any sort. Everything is green, everything is perfect. And I'm using H264. And my network is ridiculous, you can see. 5 megabits per second. And I having this signal. It is good to overcome the struggles. And this has been I have done super tests, and I have done it. I have done it perfectly, and now you show now how I have done yesterday or the other day. The brute force crash test. Here is the Elgato. Let's hope that it's not gone wrong in some way. I'm having the second signal in parallel. I'm having the signal, it is perfect, it is absolutely the same. And now you show even how you can synchronize the signal, because with those advanced uncompressed signals, the audio is included. What is the peculiarity? I haven't connected here. I haven't connected USB 2 from ATEM output. That it is seen as a webcam, the real webcam, and it has the image and the audio separately, and you have to contextualize the configuration. And one thing to be aware, USB 2, it is USB 2, whatever it is delivered 3.1 Gen 1. The webcam protocol is USB 2. It is delivered, the only exception, in video full format, compressed. Not Elgato. But you see, Elgato is absolutely the same color profile, everything is perfect. If I set it in full, it will crash the colors the same way. Let's not touch anymore. And here, that is not connected, you need to use full, otherwise it is inverted, and its behavior is not Milky aspect. It crushes the blacks and creeps the whites in very bad way. It is going into crush everything. The signal is crushed. And this is very good. And I have done it end to end. So the super performance is done. Today I have set Y, and I will show off what is happening. Let's hope that OBS is not going to crash. I'm using my monitor here of the real output of OBS. Here I'm having my field monitor. There I having my monitor that is Blackmagic monitor 4K, and I'm extracting the conversion in 4K in ultra high definition. I will stop it. Why? To show you that those 10 milliseconds here are only for this, to see for the actual signal and the output. It is done only for 1 milliseconds and something. Let's stop. I will lose here the feed. It will freeze. 1.2, 1.3, because I have a lot on this system anyway. Let's restart. It will return. Hope that it's not going to crash. I'm having real time again, and this system is because it doesn't have any bottleneck at any point. My SSD of the operation system is on SSD super accelerated, 1 million IO, memory beyond any shame, 256. My network is doing what it's supposed to do, and my great NVIDIA Quadro P4000. I have one T Tesla 4, that in case of necessity I'm installing it, taking out one of the low level NVMe consumer level that I'm using for recordings of the videos, and I will push. It is increasing. This GPU is using something like 70 or 100 watts. That is nothing. The other is the same, and it is limited to 70 watts, and it contributes with 30% lowering this one. And they, in DaVinci Resolve, they are working perfectly and giving very high value. But I don't need. I'm pushing in 4K with H265. I'm using 51% because it is H264, and it is really much lower as system resources hungry. I'm using 26, 28, 30%. It is something. That's why in ATEM Mini you cannot see H265, because it is real-time specialized system, and it requires a lot more, not just a little bit, 10%. It requires double the resources and the heating and everything. And this is reduced somehow in strange format. Okay, and this is, let me see what I have here as a preparation. So very big test, validation, discovery. HDMI output, this one, Elgato, as I have, I'm using it with 15 meters HDMI. Now it is through the first signal, this one, in intensity is direct. My output to HDMI is directly into the input of intensity, and it is 1-to-1. It is beyond excellent. The second signal that is working perfectly is very short cable between the output one that has I will show you that it is true. This is the only signal that has multi-view because it is on the output one. The other doesn't switch into they are different signals. And this signal is going short cable 70 centimeters into ESCO I'm getting tired, I'm beginning to forget the words. Splitter, ESCO splitter, and it is reading edit from the source, and it is completely super optimizing, delivering the signal. If you don't match the signal on Ultima, that is I have set it manually, it is not automatic. If you don't match the 25 frames per second and everything, it doesn't work. You need to fine-tune, and it works perfectly. The other is ending up into my field monitor. It works perfectly. It has the audio included. That this is the big issue. Here, this signal is from my monitor, this DEC techniques, and you can see the first output of the splitter is here. There is the audio. The second, there is audio, and as output pass through is 25 frames per second with the audio included. That is ending into 15 meters cable into this signal of Elgato uncompressed UE2 8-bit. They are only 8-bit 422, as I said, and this is perfect. It is super stable. There is no flicking, there is no delivery. Perfect. I want to super show off after that. You see what I have done. Okay, you see here the signal. If I enabling this, it is blinding the here. Those are two signals, two real-time signals that are perfect signals. And if I enable both, USB is a synchronous signal. It will be it is not constant. I have done now manually to sync them. I will show you how it is perfect, but there is a drift, constant drift, and you see that the phase is shifting even though you fine-tune them absolutely at the millisecond. After a while they're constantly drifting, they're not in sync. So it is impossible to have two signals with different technologies through different paths that will be always into the same sync, because the constant electronics is not precise science. It is operating inside tolerances and inside ranges. So it is leveling. But let's enable. We need to get the other headphone in order to... I cannot speak. You can see. I will not talk, but I will show you how to optimize the signal to have the same phase. But I hope that will be possible to perceive it. High volume. I will need with only those. I will not be able to. I will speak like crazy. Here, I have done different delay. You have to fine tune, and you find the perfect sync. But after a while, they're shifting, drifting. It is impossible. Around 668. No, it has changed. Almost. I guarantee you, I've had perfect scene before, and it was perfect. Now has drifted by 20 milliseconds and more. It is not precise. It is asynchronous, and it is going back and forth. You cannot fine tune between different technology, different signal, different encodings, different. It will drift. You cannot keep it during the same live production constantly in sync. It is impossible, but I'm at a good point to keep in mind. Let me disable Elgato and now I'm free to speak like human. And this is very interesting. And you don't have the visuals as disc jockey that you have the rhythm. You have to. I am super sensible about the beats I have done at my 17th and 18th year of life. I've been disc jockey for 1-2 years, and I have this perception of the rhythms, and I can mega mix. And this is how you can optimize. If you have the same technology and that you can see that it is not drifting, you can use eventually into certain live production workflow with the same signal, both of them. It creates at the time some spatial effect that is interesting, that you have the phase that is shifting and is doing like spacey electronics, and it is interesting. So those aspects, levels, the options that you are injecting inside, the selecting of the color format. I have boosted it 16-bit. I suppose it is 8-bit for the first one, that is luminance for entirely full signal, and the other on one old documentation of Microsoft has one of the best documentation about this argument, about the codecs, and there is an explanation of all the options that is absolutely excellent, beyond excellent. And this is how it's done. And you see, I'm still the same tree missed at the beginning. I'm still with 0, I'm still with 1 milliseconds, and it is perfect. Okay, the next thing. Let me double check that I'm 24 hours in active production. HDMI. I have validated. I have proved that all the inputs of the ATEM Mini Extreme and Pro are working completely perfectly with UV and with RGB, 10-bit, 8-bit, full, limited. It is adapting, but you have to be aware of how to manage if there is inconsistency issues. The input 1 and 2 has special retimer, and it can output directly the signal into the input signal directly into the output. I have explained it in the previous video. Otherwise, it is going on always the same thing. Okay, Elgato. If you use Elgato, there is in order to see this thing working, it needs its own proprietary application. It is beyond problematic. It is sometimes it doesn't open, sometimes opening. USB assignment and conflicts are very unpredictable. If you have, the only way is to shut down the computer, leave it a little bit, and after that reboot and retry. I've had this. If you have multiple capture cards, they all need to be on the separate hardware USB bus hub, not hubs. bus. And this is that needs to be used. Elgato is very not even prosumer, it is consumer hardware. And the other capture card that is Game Pro 4K that I had, and fortunately sold it very well. I freed myself. Has another capture utility that you need to use. It has so wrong. This is human. This is in this uncompressed version. It is good. I'm satisfied of the signal, of the colors and everything. I don't have to correct anything. It is signal as it is entering in the same way as delivered. Only the conversion. And I will not show the MJPEG. I have only advised to use full range, whatever you need to use. If you use a splitter on the... Yes, I have copy pasted into the description of the video, I think. And this has been great discovery that is matching with the... It actually will be, I think, a brief video because I am at 46 minutes and almost exhausted the argument. This is matching with my research and the standards about the video levels and my invitation to respect the standards. I had here somewhere, but all the standards that I had, all the if you use the standard test chart, you will have absolutely perfect end-to-end calibrated and everything. Use the standards, respect the standards, calibrate them, know them, learn them, and you will be bulletproof as a production. Other thing, I don't think I have exhausted the arguments. Yes, I will. It will be short video. So I'm inviting. I have been contributing to the community with my own really struggled resources in the most challenging period of my life. And I'm inviting, I'm open to business, to collaboration, to sponsorship, even from Blackmagic. I have opened the Pandora box of respect, maximum respect for Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro and all the solutions, because I'm explaining, validating with the engineering deep dive rigorous approach, and I'm proving that for the majority of what we are hearing around YouTube, basically BS, it is misinformation. That I have absolutely validated how you can improve. I'm now getting fun with my upscaling. Obviously, I have, with my already developed knowledge, I'm super optimizing the signal even from OBS that before I wasn't able to obtain. Absolutely really bad signal because I wasn't aware of those aspects. And at the Mini Extreme and Pro, you have 6 slices of networking configuration. You have to stay with your bandwidth available inside the precise slice. Otherwise, you are going into constant saturation and issues of caching. If you know how to optimize it, you will never have any caching. I don't have, never ever have any caching with ATEM Mini Pro Extreme, even with my limited bandwidth, because I have learned how to optimize. And those aspects. Optimize it is not issue of the ATEM that you are mixing the signals, the levels. You have to be aware. And in my recent publication, I have opened GoFundMe. This is the first time that I'm asking for support and help. I have opened Business Restart. Borislava Tachev found GoFundMe. In order to, I've been like a lion. I'm lion by the way, struggling and fighting to restart my business, to re-enter into the community, to re-enter into the market and to the business with my head up, without needing to be managed, without needing to be punished, without the needing to be shown that I can be into the mud because someone has the ego to show me off. Fuck you. And sorry. And I fought a battle that many would be dead, and I'm still fighting, and I need your support, whatever, whoever can, in some project that I'm doing end-to-end system. I have started 38 years ago in technology. I have in my blood, in my DNA, I'm sleeping, I'm waking up, I have technology, IT, electronics, whatever it is. I need to deep dive, I need to analyze. This is the engineer, real engineer, not the IT engineer that has certified to the pointless certification given them to the vendors. Engineer that analyzing requirements, analyzing the problems, gathering possible solutions, separating into the multiple modules in order to solve the problem, and after that integrating top down, bottom up multiple times till you arrive into the functioning, stable solution. This is the engineer, not keeping in mind all the specs of all the integrated circuits and everything. Whenever you need to build something, you do the research. What is the market giving me as a possibility? What are the specs? And integrate. The IT is the same. I'm saying that the broadcast for the big part is much more structured, much more engineeristic approach than the mega bullshitters of the IT industry. You cannot produce broadcast live production without structure. Instead, in the corporate, they're producing, slapping themselves from the morning till the evening with the daily stand-ups, ignoring completely the nature of the issues that you need to do research. Let's go on the cloud. Let's throw our money. Let's invest that I have seen the last week. DHCP on the cloud. Let's stop here. And this is, I'm asking for support. I will invest, I will keep going. Whatever I need to sacrifice, I have sacrificed a lot. I need now to sacrifice the sacrifice, and I will do it without any doubt. Obviously, I'm not happy, but I'm doing it. The link is inside the video description. Let's stop. This is the first and probably the last time that I'm doing it, but I need. And this is, I hope those months that I have produced something that is actually valuable for the community. I have done all my best to contribute, and now we continue to do it. But the last 2 months has been really rocket expulsion into optimization and improvement. I am absolutely beyond satisfied about this, those aspects. Really proud. And this is my approach for IT and everything that has been. That's why my systems are always super reliable, super because I'm thinking about the systems within ranges of stability. If you reach, if you push without manage the edges, you will crash, you will throw your money, you will fail your project. Like many that after years they have thrown their money and they haven't produced anything, and I have said it. And I will keep this going until I am alive. I will never surrender. I will die fighting. Borislava is meaning the fighter for the glory. And it's been great. It's been great. I hope, really hope to return when 20 years ago I was into the stock market that I have burned with one click in 1 second, 40,000 euros. It's been good to play big and small, have enormous unlimited success, and have enormous struggle to survive. I'm been through whatever you might, and I will keep going. This is it. Now I will share those 2 videos are good. I'm really satisfied. I will share the short videos of those last videos, and I will in the next month or 2 I will think only on delivering. Unfortunately, it is not very largely appreciated deep dive into the TCP. I will need to re-enter into this. My masterclass about TCP I will do with the same live production as this one, with super source, integrating OBS and everything with ATEM Mini Pro with 1 camera. I will go forward, and I will win or I will die fighting. Support my business restart, support my initiatives, support me as an individual into the market. I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of value. I have tons and tons and tons of experience end-to-end in IT, in security, in infrastructure, in storage, in system integration. I started at 18 years old on the most critical system on the nuclear power station in Bulgaria. And this is done. And let's go further for the next big thing. I'm super satisfied with my color profile and everything. And it will be delivered and developed whatever I have been able to produce from now on. I have given my soul and I have done certain miracles. Let's hope that it is beautiful. This is 75 millimeters, my absolutely preferred lens. Night worker, it is sharp, it is excellent. And with this, I'm saying you goodbye. See you soon, I hope. I will keep going. Support my cause, support my business, support my desire to grow inside all together into the industry, whatever industry, broadcast, IT, security, whatever it is. I'm giving my soul. I don't have anything to prove to anyone. I want just to give my best and to receive the best possible, not the things and to being kicking my ass for nothing. Let's grow together. And this is everything for tonight. Outro. We will see soon again. Let's hope. Thank you very much.
Alqubit. IT as an expression of art. Alqubit. IT as an expression of art.